fortune, according to the renowned French chemist and microbiologist Louis Pasteur, favors the prepared mind. In the race to the 2023 presidential election, the national leader of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has demonstrated tenacity and readiness for the task ahead. Hence, he is garnering more support and endorsements. The APC caucus in the House of Representatives has now endorsed Asiwaju Tinubu for the 2023 presidential election. The House leader, Alhassan Doguwa, put the question to his colleagues, asking whether it was their wish to endorse Tinubu for the race, to which they answered in the affirmative. Now, Asiwaju Tinubu was at the National Assembly to address the APC caucus in the Senate and the House in continuation of his engagement and consultations with critical stakeholders on his 2023 aspiration.
Since the 10th of January, when he declared his lifelong ambition to govern Nigeria, former Lagos State Governor and national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has moved from state to state to canvass for needed support. His campaign train is at the National Assembly in furtherance of his mission to get the buy-in of all stakeholders. At the Senate, the presidential hopeful effortlessly sells his candidature. He wants his hosts to take into consideration his antecedents, capacity, and experience.
My entrance into the politics came in this building. I was first a senator and shall always consider myself part of this body.
Senators, the APC national leader is back on the familiar ground.
In the affair of fighting for APC to continue to be the ruling party in Nigeria, justifiably so, Your Excellency, we are with you.
The train soon moves to the House of Representatives after a closed-door meeting with the senators. Here, the APC legislators came out in their numbers to receive the Jagaban Bogu.
One man who was decided or felt in his heart that he cannot take Nigerians for granted, that he will go and talk to anybody and everybody that cares to listen.
And the APC national leader speaks on his mission to the National Assembly. Bola Ahmed Tinubu says he remains the most competent and most qualified for the exalted seat.
You are the one, with your votes and your supporters, who can make me succeed. President Muhammadu Buhari. I will equally be one of you, part of you, be your partner, to forge a future for this country.
From Plateau to Kano, Kogi, Lagos, and Borno states, the lawmakers say the former governor has paid his dues.
Virtually every member of House of Representatives around that belongs to the APC family is in this meeting. I
am without doubt that the House of Representative Caucus of the APC is giving him 100% support.
This Kogi state lawmaker stands out. He belongs to the African Democratic Congress, but says he is here to acknowledge Bola Ahmed Tinubu's giant strides in politics.
Many people today who are moving around as governor, former governor, if not God that used him as an instrument to raise them, there will be nobody, even those current ministers.
Then came the lawmakers' verdict.
That those of you who are in support of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to run for presidency and become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 2023, say aye.
APC lawmakers from the two chambers of the National Assembly have spoken in one voice. They have pledged their unalloyed support for a man they describe as a colossus and a pillar of their party. Their resolve is to take the campaign for a Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency to their constituents. TVC News, Abuja.
Jamiu, how significant was Asiwaju Tinubu's visit to the National Assembly in his nationwide bid to garner support?
Asiwaju was at the Red Chamber yesterday, where I received such support too, and today at the Green Chamber, I mean, you can see that it gives us no doubt that Asiwaju remains a critical factor in the APC towards the 2023 elections. I mean, you can see the tremendous support from the Green Chamber, and this will translate to a lot of endorsement for Asiwaju going towards. I mean, he's the only aspirant that I've seen that has come out clearly in the APC. I mean, to express, and he has been consulting all over the country with traditional rulers, with other major stakeholders, and now with the APC caucus of the National Assembly. You can see even somebody from African Democratic Party from
coming in to show support. PK, what's it for you?
I think it was a very significant move by the national leader of the APC to validate his acceptance across the country. He's going around, and everywhere he's been to, he's received favorable response. And then he went to his own original constituency, which is the National Assembly, to also meet with them and tell them, look, I want to contest and I need you guys to support me. I respect you, that's why I've come here. And he got a resounding yes from his colleagues. Whatever anyone may say, this man is working hard at trying to get Nigerians to know that, look, he's interested in this race. Others are not really coming out for reasons best known to them, you know. So Asiwaju looks currently like the only serious candidate that we can point, and it's just a few months away before the primaries. So this has a kind of a significant effect even on the ordinary Nigerians, because they can see that one person is serious, while others are still in two minds whether to contest or to not contest. Someone is really focused and determined to go on with the race. So this is what I see.
Okay, let's bring in now the Senate spokesperson, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, to join in on this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us, Senator Bashiru from Abuja. All right, so Asiwaju Tinubu will not, or is not, the only aspirant now to have declared intention to run for president from the ruling APC. And looking at that resounding reception and acceptance lawmakers like yourself, including yourself, gave him, what stands him out?
I think, as far as I'm concerned, I will quote what Senator Abu Ibrahim said, which I read in the newspapers yesterday. The only aspirant that is viable, that is presently known to party members and leaders, is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I think that testimonial also come from Dr. Tunji Abayomi when he appeared on another television station. And what have we seen? We have seen a person that has come out to clearly declare, even before the amendment, the new Electoral Act that has created a more closer period for the primary. And what has he done since showing that intention? As expected of him, he met with the leader of the party, and that is the president, to intimate him of his desire to succeed him in office so that we can continue the developmental strides of a party manifesto. And after that, he went around the country to the north, the south, to intimate community leaders, traditional rulers of his intention to lead the country. And of course, being a senator, because when you're a senator, you are always forever a senator, a member of National Assembly. He came yesterday, and the pictures and the videos are there for the tumultuous reception by which he was welcome. No doubt, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has bestrode the political space of Nigeria like a colossus. He being a former governor, having even left the government since 2007, he has remained relevant politically. even for years that his party, our party ACN, then APC were in opposition, he stood out as somebody committed and determined, to the service of his people. He has been able to use his wealth of experience in governance and in business to transform our party and also transform the landscape of governance in area where he had opportunity to serve and mentor people like some of us. So I don't have any doubt that Nigeria will definitely benefit immensely from the years of experience that he has gathered over time in governance, in business, particularly in the area of financial engineering, which I think is our knowledge in that area will be of immense use to Nigerians when he's eventually elected by the grace of God in 2023. Okay,
can we say with finality that the reception that Bola Ahmed Tinubu got in the National Assembly is 100% genuine? Can you vouch for your colleagues in terms of their support for this eminent Nigerian?
Of course, you are, Jide, I know you are an experienced journalist. When you see the video, yourself, and you see that the tumultuous aids that was given to the motion proposed by the House leader Doguwa was not only, saying it, but the body language and the enthusiasm by which even the National Assembly was literally locked down yesterday by his president showed, the passion, the commitment that our people have. And the truth is this: for us as politicians, we need a gladiator to be able to work upon the popularity of the incumbent president, galvanize our party, particularly from this part of the country, to be able to ensure that our government continue to be in power. The person that I know, and many of our colleagues definitely know, that has the pedigree, that has the experience, and has the capacity, is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't have any doubt that from our constituencies, definitely by the time the primary will come, we'll be able to see the kind of support and machinery behind the candidature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yeah, thank you, distinguished Senator. You've been in politics for quite a while too, and like you said, Ashwaju is one of your mentors. Now, the primaries are just, a few days away. Like the primaries must hold before June 3rd for both the APC and the PDP, the two major political parties. Would you say that with the kind of support Ashwaju has garnered from the National Assembly and from other stakeholders he has met all over the country in the past few months since he declared in January, would you say that would guarantee victory for the national leader of the party at the convention, at the primary, anytime they fix it before the June 3rd deadline?
Yeah, definitely. I would say that even though I don't have power of clairvoyance or power of prophecy, but I know that since January, when our leader came out to publicly declare his intention, it has been work day and night and ensuring that all efforts at ensuring that he emerged as a candidate of our party is put in place. I know I've worked closely with Ashwaju. He worked late hours and wake up early in the morning to continue the pursuit. He's somebody that has what I may call dogged determination and commitment to achieve whatever he has set himself to do. And one of the things he also has as an edge, he also has able lieutenants and the disciples who are also committed, dedicated, and ready to work to the actualization of getting the mandate of our party. Then when we get there, the nature election will just be a walkover by the grace of God.
All right, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, we thank you very much indeed for speaking with us on John This Hangout.
Nice having me here, please.
BKO, Ashwaju Tinubu also, has not shied away from responding to critics who have questioned his state of health. And he has also, gone on to say that what he's going for, what he wants to run for, is more of wit, is more of brilliance, is more of mental capacity. And he said as much to the lawmakers on when he met with them. What do you make of that?
Yes, I think that it makes sense to respond to some of those critics, because some of the criticisms are needless and they are off the cuff. A man who has been traveling around the country in the way that he has done, and early in the morning is up thinking of where to go next. I mean, if he is such an invalid as they want us to believe, there's no way we'll be able to summon that energy. It's not easy. Some of us travel to do assignments here and there. We know what it takes to flog your body the way he's been doing, going around the country. You've got to be strong, health-wise, to do that. So, while I will not even encourage him to keep responding to every criticism, I think that he has demonstrated that his health is strong enough to last the distance by what we see, the way he's going around, and he can find the energy to go around the way he's. Every day has been busy for him since January. Every day has been busy for him, So this is the thing. People who do not like you will come up with all kinds of things, all kinds of ideas. But I know that the man who has got the right ideas to lead our country may not necessarily be a little boy or a young man. We've seen that happen even in Asian countries, 80-year-olds turning the fortunes of their country around. It is not by age, it is by what you've got here.
All right.
And I think he has something here in abundance.
Majid Jamiu, as we wrap up the program, Asiwaju Tinubu has also, not hidden his loyalty to the president. He even went as far as saying he will not step on his toes, but desires to step into his shoes. What are your takeaways?
Yeah, that's just natural. And to also say that only Almighty Allah has the power of life and death. So those who are talking about age and health, Joe Biden assumed the presidency of U.S. himself and Trump contrast together, at well above 70. So most of the people who wished Buhari dead today during his first tenure, yes, Buhari has outlived them. So I think the issue of health, people should speak to issues and not talk about health or what have you, and they should sell their own candidates. 24 hours is such a long time in politics, and I wish Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu the best of luck in his quest to achieve his life ambition of becoming president.